Hello everybody, my name's Pete from Alan's World, and today I'm going to bring you another Lego City set number 60051, the high-speed passenger train. It has 610 pieces and costs you around about £100 in the UK. Like all my little models, the first thing I'm going to do is just give you a little bit of a blurb, but first I'm going to zoom you in onto the station itself so you can see the train go past the people waiting at the station. So the Lego website says, travel around the city in no time with the modernised Lego City high-speed passenger train. Operate the 8-channel 7-speed infrared control to power around the curves of tracks at top speed. This streamlined, super efficient train has high-speed front profile and electricity contact points on the top. Lift up the roof on the front car and place the driver inside with a cool dashboard, and open the passenger cars to access the seats and tables. Wait for the train to travel at the way station and pedal safely across the crossing with a cyclist once the train has passed. This includes 3 minifigures, the train driver, the traveller and the cyclist. So currently you can see the station with the way station and the cyclist about to cross the train line. If we should stop the train there, we can then put the next passenger on. When we're happy, we can, we can then move the train over and then allow the cyclist to travel over the rails. But we'll look at this set in a bit more detail on the reviewing station just upstairs. Okay then, so the train itself comes in 3 parts. We're going to look at each part in turn, and then we're going to finish off looking at the little way station. So the first train we look at is a very front train. This is the one where the driver can sit in. As you see, we've got the train drivers on the front. We've got a little sticker just on the front for symbolising the old Lego City trains, and there's another sticker just at the rear. This is the one with all the power functions, so if you press the power on button, you'll see a little green light turn on, and turn it off, and turn it off again. So it's a nice little system it's got inside here. This front carriage holds all the electronics, the batteries. We've got the motor just in here for the wheels, and on the very top, just up there, is the IR sensor. If I take over the top of the front of the carriage, we can see there at the very front, as mentioned on one of my previous videos, how to use the IR remote controls. Currently this one is set to 1, so channel 1, it's sort of on there itself. Driver, we'll look at him in a bit more detail very shortly, so take him out, and then as I mentioned on the little blog, we have the dashboard, so another little sticker on there to control the train. One little thing I did realise when I was building this, or putting it back together again with my kids and that sort of thing, is these things here, they need to be in the right position. If they're up like this, you will not be able to marry up the very front of the train. You'll push and push and push forever. Yeah, when you put the front on, you must make sure both of those 2 bits are flat down, and then it clips on nice and easy. Yeah, don't try it as we tried for ages and try and force it down. You just break things and over there itself. But overall impression, looking at the high-speed train, I like it. Yeah, it looks like a train, it feels like a train. It's modern. Yeah, you can see it's a modern train with no front nose cone, and it also hangs over. When I first saw it, I thought, how's this going to go on the track? Because if you look, there's a very small clearance sort of coming over. But when you place it onto the track, yeah, it's just, the wheels rise it up, so it's just got that just enough clearance to go over. So Lego really thought about that when they've built that itself. The only drawback I've got with this setup is how awkward it is to change the batteries. Yeah, so first you've got to take all of this top section off. Oh, can't even get it off. Yeah, so if you notice there, I've got to break all this up just so I can get to the batteries. Yeah, oh, it's actually on. Yeah, and then once it's open, I can then unscrew the bottom. Just get the batteries just sat inside there. They're not stuck in or anything. They're just stuck inside. But you can see it's quite a lot of work you've got to do just to change your batteries of the actual Lego set itself. So let's just put this back in. Rebuild everything. Rebuild that. Rebuild that. Put that bit on there. Put that bit on there. Put that bit there and test it. Yes, it still works. Yeah, so that's the only drawback, but hopefully you shouldn't need to change the batteries too many times. Yes, actually come through. Right, so the next carriage we have is the middle carriage, the passenger carriage. You see here, this one's got a few more stickers. It's got the front and rear to show we're actually still part of the Lego train set. We've got the, I've mentioned over there, but we've got the water and oil for the carriage, and all the electrics and that sort of stuff will be housed inside here to run the carriage. And this one's also got space to put in a push bike. Yeah, and we also see it on both sides. Yeah, all the way through we can see like little connection doors, but you can't actually get through. This is just glass, but you get the idea of when you're going through. Here you've got the connecting tunnels into the train. This is a really light train piece, and to access to the top, just lift up the top itself, and we see there, just turn it around the other way, you've got 4 chairs, 2 little tables. If you've got a little bit of space there, this is where you can get your push bike, and that will fit just in there. Yeah, so you can turn it round, and you can house that up inside there, and then put all your minifigs in. Oh dear, wrong way. Yeah, again the wheels both move. It's a nice slick little carriage. I'm in the process of building a couple more of these. I want to make my train a little bit bigger than just 3 long. So but very easy build, very effective, looks really good sort of inside there. There's a lot of space to probably change a few little things in there. I'm looking at building a dining cart for my next one. So just having little chairs there. I was going to build a really small little thing. The only thing I don't like is you've got the holes just down the centre. So they could have made a little bit better by covering up those holes. But other than that, it serves its purpose as a passenger train. The last section we've got of the car is the back car. Again, it's just exactly the same as the first one, but this one doesn't have all the electrics inside. So you've got the dashboard, exactly the same decal or sticker on the dashboard, onto the front, and then we've got our little tunnel entrance to get to the back, and open up is exactly the same. Yeah, so we've got the 4 chairs and the 2 little tables. And you probably could get another bike in there if you wanted to, but the bike's actually designed to go into the centre one. On the very top, you can see we've got the little electric coupler to hit on the rails as it comes through, giving it the impression it's a high-speed electric train. And the number of the train itself, if you notice, is 60051, which is actually the set number for this set. The final piece we're going to look at before we have a look at our minifigs is the little way station. Yeah, so we've got level crossing. It's an unbarriered level crossing. Yeah, so we've got a little symbol on there saying unbarriered, but we've got the warning lights to let you know the train's coming. Yeah, and then when you're ready, your person can come across. Yeah, do make sure if it hasn't got a barrier. Yeah, look at the lights. But also, like any train crossing, you always want to do is look left and then look right and look left and right again to ensure there's no train coming across, and then walk across the tracks safely. Don't ever play on train lines, they're very dangerous, sort of on there itself. Yeah, and that's it really. Always cross using the crossings, always check to make sure the trains are actually not coming before you cross, especially when there's not a barrier. When there's no barrier and no signal, and there's a telephone, always ring up on the telephone to make sure no trains coming across when you cross over. actually the train line itself, or alternatively always use the bridges provided. So we've got the train line, the tracks coming across, we've got the little station with the two seats, and then we see there we've got a little Lego City map, yeah, so you can see all the different train lines. We've got a red route, we've got a black route and a green route, and we've got all the different destinations sort of on there. It actually says on the destinations, if I try to get it, I don't think you can read it, but it says Berlin 8:15, Madrid 8:55, Moscow 9:15, Dublin 10:25, London 10:55, Boulogne 11:15, Paris 11:45, and Rome 12:15. So all the major cities of Europe sort of come around there. I must say this must be a very, very busy station to have over there in one line. So I'd love to see the Lego network to be able to go to all of the major cities in Europe. Yeah, so they come around to show where the train lines is actually itself. And finally, what we're going to have a quick look at now is the 3 minifigs we actually get inside this set. So starting from the left, we've got the train driver with his little goatee beard and moustache, and a reddish brown sort of hat. He's wearing a dark blue suit with the logo on the front of it, with his tie and shirt. Very, very neat and proper for the modern day trains. Then we've got the passenger just to the next. It looks like on the top here she's got a name badge saying press. Yes, so she's obviously a press officer. Maybe she's about to use this train for the first time. This might be her first launch of this train, and she's getting a train ride to review the train itself, but like we're doing now. And with a little suitcase with all the papers and that's on there. Brown hair, very brown, light brown lipstick. It looks like, with a nice sort of friendly face sort of posture. And lastly, we have our guy on the push bike. It looks like, to me, it looks like sort of a teenager kid sort of coming over here. He's got his like duffel jacket on and sort of red polo shirt. And he's also got his little satchel, or we commonly call these in the UK as man bags. Yeah, sort of on there. And he's got his black slicked comb hairstyle sort of on there itself. Let's turn him around. We've got no print on the train driver, but we have a little bit of print on the back of the female's tunic, and we've got some print on the back of the guys, of the little teenagers on there. I don't think they have any second heads, no, or second faces, no, these ones are just single faces sort of coming over. And the last bit of kit we got in this set is the controller. Yeah, so we've got the standard controller, as I said, the 8 way. So you've got your channel 1, 2, 3, 4, and red and blue. Yeah, so currently I do believe this one is set on channel 1. I'll just turn it on. Channel 1, and it's on the red one. Yeah, so I turn it round. 7 speeds. Speed it up. And if I want to stop it, I just press the red button. Yeah, over there itself. I've got my other train set up on my blue channel, so my next video, if you want to watch that, there'll be a link down below on the description, and I'll be controlling 2 trains on a big Lego layout of using one controller by controlling the red, controlling the high speed passenger train using the red side, and I'll be controlling my cargo train on the blue side, sort of on there itself. Another ways you could make it a bit easier for yourself, you always get given these little tiles. If you're going to go red, you can always put a red tile on the top. If you've got a blue one, you can put a blue tile on the top to make it a little bit easier for you, sort of underneath. If you've got any numbered ones, you can always, the numbered bricks you can get with the calendar sets they're now selling now, you can always put 1, 2, 3 or 4 next to it, so then you know if you're using multiple trains on one controller, you can actually look at it and go, oh yeah, know which train you're controlling. But I hope you really like this. Just finish off just to say what we got inside the set in the minds of straights and curves. This set came with 16 curves and 4 straights. Yes, this one has 16 curves and 4 straights. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did like, just add like to the bottom of the comments down below, and subscribe to see any more videos coming out in the future. Very shortly, as I said, I will be uploading a video with all my trains and stations, just going through, just have a little display and a little montage with a little bit of music coming over. So if you want to see this, please subscribe and then check out my channel in a few days time when I'll be uploading that video itself. But again, if you like, thanks for watching, and I'll finish you off just with a few little pictures of the train going round the track. So